Once again, good morning, everyone. The topic for this morning is about institutional correction versus community-based correction or non-institutional correction. So in this topic, we will be discussing about the difference between the institutional and non-institutional correction. Actually, this topic is approaches, the two types or two approaches in correction. Okay? Again, institutional and community-based correction is the two approaches to correction. Okay? So let us first define what is correction. Of course, you know already what is correction. Correction is the study of the methods of punishment and deterrence of such behavior and the study of the efforts to accompany punishment with measures that are intended to what? To change or correct the offender. Okay? Again, correction is the intention of correction is to change or correct the criminal or the convicted offender or the sentenced offender for that matter. Okay? Correction is the study of punishment. Why we need to study? In order to deter people who would be criminal, to deter those convicted offender, those offender not to commit again a crime. So that is correction. And we as phenologists or criminologists in this profession, we are trying to look into the methods how we can punish an individual in such a way we can change or correct his or her behavior, his criminal behavior. Okay? So that is correction. Okay. A very important term is phenology. Diba? Phenology. If you study phenology and specialize in correction, then you might be called yourself as phenologist, just like criminologist. But of course, as criminologist, you are also considered as phenologist because phenology is a branch of criminology. So it says there that phenology is the branch of the science. Take note, the word science, because criminology is scientific study of crime and criminals. That's why criminology by itself is a science, a social science, a behavioral science, and even a forensic science. Okay? Again, penology is the branch of the science and criminology that studies the principles of punishment and the management of prisons and reformations. So it is not only concerned with the kind of punishment that we will be giving to the offender, but also how we can manage prison for the reformation. Okay, so that is what we call as penology. It's all about scientific study on the principles of punishment, the punishment of criminal offender, and the management of prison, how we can uh, how we can reform the prison system in order that it became conducive to change or rehabilitate the offender. Okay? I hope naintindihan. Now, let us differentiate what is institutional correction and non-institutional correction, also known as community-based correction. So it is very clear, no? Institutional correction serves sentence inside prison, meaning to say the offender, or a criminal offender is serving his or her sentence inside the prison. Okay, inside the prison, while while community-based correction, the offender served his sentence outside prison. Okay, so that's the difference. Institutional correction, the offender served his sentence inside the prison, while the community-based correction, the offender served his or her sentence outside the prison. Okay, so in institutional correction, the institution uh, that we have is our UCOR, BGP, provincial jail, and including the DSWD, institutional correction. And we have the community-based correction outside the prison, like granted parole or probation. Okay, so these offender are no longer serving his or her his prison sentence, but rather in the community. Okay, so that's the main difference between the two approaches. Okay, so it's very important to understand if the offender really needs what, community-based correction or institutional correction. And we have a law, we have the probation law and executive clemency to grant parole, pardon, provision, so that the offender will serve his or sentence in the community, not in the prison. Okay? But if the offender is or not qualified to be granted parole, provision, pardon, etc., then he or she may serve his sentence inside the prison. Okay? Okay, so that's all in this particular topic.